Olympus Has Fallen is the sequel to Olympus Has Fallen that came out in 2013, and it's very obvious. They're so incredibly similar to each other. In the first movie, it's Gerard Butler's character, who used to be a Secret Service agent for the American president, who's played by Eckhart. He has to go save the president. In this one, it's pretty much the overall plot is that something happens in London where all the world leaders have to attend an event, which, if you know anything about security, is a horrible, horrible idea, because you have all the world leaders in one place. It's not the greatest idea. So of course there's a terrorist attack, and so it's the same pretty much plot. That starts the movie off on a somewhat negative note, but this movie is almost like watching two movies at the same time, where the acting is somewhat lacking at parts, but then you have like this amazing action scene immediately afterwards. So you're just like, oh, this is kind of cringeworthy. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So you have this back and forth where it's almost like two separate movies that you're watching. One is a really good action movie, another one's just a horrible acting performance immediately afterwards. Gerard Butler was pretty entertaining throughout, even though he did have one action, like, there's one scene where a friend of his has died, and, you know, it's all dramatic, and, you know, honestly, that performance between those two characters weren't that great. And then he makes, like, it's literally like 30 seconds later, and he makes like a quip with the president. It's like, I hope you have your running shoes on, and it's like, come on, man. At least be consistent. I did enjoy the movie, but that's mainly because I felt like I went into the movie expecting it not to be very good. And I think that's the thought process you have to go to watch this type of film. Some people will argue that that's how all action films are. I don't think that's the case. You have amazing action films too. John Wick, for example, absolutely enjoyed the entire time, and I didn't think that was going to be really good. This has plenty of amazing action, but the acting and the plot and the pacing of the movie is somewhat lacking in certain spots that actually, like, it's a drawback at the same time. So the question that I'm asking you, should you watch this movie? In theaters, no. If you were to catch it on Redbox a couple of months from now, I would definitely check it out. If you like the Olympus Has Fallen and you're not really trying to watch anything else, you know, you're in an action type of mood to watch that type of movie, yeah, I would recommend this movie. But yeah, I would say that, like, you know, if you're going in there just for the action, just go in just for the action. Even certain points within the action, it's somewhat lacking. So like all the ground, street level, like urban fights, those are really cool, but some of the CGI and the explosions in this movie aren't very good, and us as moviegoers in this era of so much CGI, you can tell when CGI is low budget and really, really fake, and that happens, and that's actually shown in the trailer during the helicopter scene. It looks fake, unfortunately. I did enjoy it for what the movie was. If I were to compare this with another movie, with other movies that are coming out, it's not that great. It's obviously better than, like, what is that piece of shit? Gods of Egypt. It's better than that. Like, I would definitely recommend this over that. But another movie I would recommend over this, if you're, you know, not deciding what to watch, is probably The Witch. I did a review for it. You can check it out if you want. Overall, should you watch it? No, not in theaters. Wait until you can rent it. I would give this movie a C. Because it did have amazing action scenes, and there's certain scenes I didn't have an enjoyable time, but as a movie itself, there's certain cringe-worthy acting performances in it, and there's certain times when, like, the action is amazing and phenomenal, and there's certain times where the action, the way the camera work is done, you can't even almost tell, like, what's going on. It just seems like a sloppy mess, and it just, like, it's explosions just to be explosions. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my review. My name is George Michael. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video.